Hello YouTube, and I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded in the past couple of days. I've been kind of busy thinking about my channel. Mostly because I have a couple of subscribers, like I mentioned in many of my other videos, that know me personally, or that are at least in touch with me. And one of them was the original person that told me that I should have a YouTube channel, to put myself out there. And they said that I was doing good and that they were proud of it, but that I wasn't doing all that I could. That I wasn't putting all my potential into it. So I was like, well, what do you mean? And I know this person from an app called Wakey, where you can talk to people from all over the world. And basically, she said that she said that when she originally told me that, she told me that not just because of my stories, but because of my ideology, my knowledge, my outlook on life. She was like, this is inspiring, and you need to, have that heard. And I thought that that's what I was doing, but I wasn't really. I mean, I've been doing it these past couple of videos, but not to the extent that is needed. I asked a couple more people who, I talked to on that app, and they all basically said the same thing. They all said, dude, you have amazing potential. You're a really intelligent and insightful person for someone of your age. You're 18, and you have these ideas and concepts going on in your mind that most teenagers don't have, or most young adults don't have, or most adults in general don't have. And it's something that the world needs. You could be a voice for young people to listen to. Because, not a lot of people are going to listen to an adult saying things. Because that's just how that's just how, us young people are. But when someone their age says something, it's more relatable. So, I think, and I will do it in this video as well. So, the direction I'm going to take this channel into, I'm not just going to talk about my life and things like that. I'm also going to try to make it a point in each video to, teach y'all something. I know that right now I don't have a lot of people, but eventually I will. And I know that I'll have an audience that is my age, and maybe I'll be introducing them to new concepts and new ways of thinking. And so today, today's video is going to be about self-esteem, because that's something that a lot of teenagers, myself included, I used to, but I can relate to it. It's what a lot of teenagers and, young adults struggle with. And I hate the way school teaches it, because it's absolutely wrong. I love psychiatry. As I've told y'all before, and you've even heard me rant about it a couple of times. I love studying the way people's minds work, and the way schools, or at least the schools that I've gone to and the schools that my friends have gone to, they teach self-esteem is totally wrong. Basically what they teach is Freud's way of self-esteem, which basically what they teach you is, if you're struggling with self-esteem, lift yourself up. Compliment yourself, tell yourself that you deserve love, yada yada yada. Now, this is not me saying you shouldn't love yourself. I've said it in two of my videos. Loving yourself is one of the most important things on earth. but you're not going to get self-esteem doing nothing but lifting yourself up. As a matter of fact, and here's how I work. I'll explain what I know, and then if you disagree, you can leave a little comment in the comment section below. And I encourage you to do your own research. In every video, I'm going to tell you, do your own research. If you find a conflicting argument, post it in the comment section, and we can have a small debate, a respectful debate. If I engage in a debate with you in the comment section, I do not want any negativity. There is a difference between arguing and debating. Debating is being respectful, respecting the other person's point of view, and taking the other person's side, and leaving your own emotions out of the picture. Arguing is when you see something you disagree with and you get upset about it, so you get angry and you start going on a tangent, which is not what I will tolerate. But anyway, so basically the whole way that my school taught self-esteem was, if you want good self-esteem, tell yourself good things, repeat tropes, yada yada yada. In all actuality, that actually damages your self-esteem even more. If you struggle with self-esteem, okay, like if you struggle with the way you look, okay, telling yourself you're pretty over and over and over again is actually going to do more harm than good. Because what it does is your mind is already in this mindset of I'm ugly. Well, when you try to go against it head on and go I'm pretty, your brain is automatically going to look for all the flaws you have and tell you, nope, this is all evidence that you're ugly. That will damage your self-esteem even more. And that's just one example. Or if you struggle with social situations, right? Telling your if you're anxious, telling yourself there's nothing to worry about. It's all fine. There's nothing to worry about. What your brain's going to do is it's going to list all of the reasons that you do have to worry about, which is going to damage you even more. But what I've done, and what I've seen people do, and what I've experienced, and what some psychologists have, have put. And I could take it a step further and say that even what the Bible says, okay, is uplift others, and you shall be and you'll be lifted. Now, I'm not going to go on a religious rant, but even Jesus said, if you want to love yourself, you got to love other people first. What's funny is in psychology, this is legitimately how it works. The people you see who love themselves without loving other people, they don't love themselves. That's not loving yourself. That is not having good self-esteem. That is narcissism. That is what you don't want. The people you see who love themselves are usually people who work on making other people love themselves. For instance, if you struggle with your looks, right? If you don't like the way you look, compliment other people. The more you compliment other people, and the more you point out what makes other people beautiful, the more you subconsciously will start to look at yourself in a more positive light. To the point to where, as you're telling other people that they're beautiful, you're slowly convincing yourself that you're beautiful as well. If you struggle with anxiety and social situations, I have seen it. I've literally seen people who have anxiety, yet they will see other people with anxiety, and they will comfort them and help them through their anxiety. And through doing that, they wind up overcoming their own anxiety. By lifting up other people, they got the self-esteem that they were searching for. And you can see this everywhere. Go to any happy person you see it, like, you know, like you can tell they're genuinely happy, and ask them, how often do you compliment others? If they say that they often compliment others, or just observe them, if they are constantly complimenting other people, that is what's driving them to be so happy. Most of the happiest people on earth, the people that are happiest with themselves, are the people who make other people happy. And this is basically because of the whole psychology 101. The happier people around you are, the happier you'll be. The happier you make other people, the more happier you'll be, because you're seeing the positive effects you're having on other people. That's why you gain the self-esteem. It's because your brain is going, wait, I'm having a positive impact on this person. Maybe I should think positively toward myself. So the way the school system tells you to love yourself, it leads, and I literally watched it happen to one of my friends, because they took the school system seriously, and I watched an entire school in Houston fall because of this ideology that if you want good self-esteem, raise yourself, do all these things. But they never say love other people. And what winds up happening is you wind up having a community of narcissists. I literally lived in a place like this where everyone only loved themselves, and it was always, people were fighting each other, people were making fun of each other, I was being bullied, yada yada yada, because the school was teaching them to love themselves, which is great, but they were doing it without teaching them to love other people. Again, this isn't a religious rant, this is a psychological rant. This is what the youth of today need to realize. It's great to love yourself. You need to love yourself, but learn to love others as well. Love other people more than you love yourself. Because if all you do is only love yourself, then you're on the path to narcissism, and that's not a good place to go. You're going to wind up having no friends, you're going to wind up having no one there for you, and then you're going to put yourself in a rut. And I've literally watched it happen. Those people that I grew up with, that I eventually moved away from, none of them escaped where they're from. Some of them wound up dying. Some of them got so addicted to drugs that it just ruined their life. Some are in prison because of the way the school taught them. And it isn't just the school's fault. They're at fault as well. But if our school system taught students to love each other as well, our youth would be so much better. Why do you think kids don't like group projects? It's because everyone goes, oh, I'm better working alone. No, it's because they have no interpersonal skills. I mean, that's literally what school says that that's one of their goals to teach you is interpersonal skills. Yet one of the main things that they teach you is loving yourself, but they shape it to be a narcissistic point of view, to where they're shaping a bunch of narcissists and then trying to make them do group projects, and they wonder why no one gets anything done, no work gets done, and only one person in the group is doing work. It's because no one cares enough about the person that they're working with to do anything. They're like, oh, So you're my partner. Okay, good. Here's all the flashcards. You take all the notes. I'm not doing anything. That's literally how people do. So all in all, what I'm trying to teach here in this video is love other people while you love yourself. Don't only love yourself. And to any teachers watching this video, teach your students this as well. And you'll see my teachers in high school, although sadly it was only in my last 2 years of high school, but I saw major improvement. They taught the kids to respect one another, to love one another, and to give what they wanted from the other person. And group projects were actually group projects. Kids actually worked together. Kids actually wanted to work together. No kid wanted to work alone. So if you're a teacher and you're struggling to get your students to work together, try teaching them this dynamic of have respect and love for your peers. Now, again, it's up to the student, but if you try to teach this, you'll see improvement. So to the youth, I say, love others as well as yourself. And to the teachers, I say, don't teach kids self-esteem lessons without also teaching them without also including other people. Well, I could have worded that differently. Don't teach your students how to love themselves without also teaching them how to love others. Otherwise, you're gonna have a class full of narcissists who are, as kindly as I can say, are just a menace to society. Anyway, that's all I have for today's video. Again, if you disagree with what I'm saying, or if you have a counter argument, or if you agree, or if you have, or if I might have said something that was wrong, please leave a respectful comment in the comment section below, and I will get to you. That's all for today's video, and I will see you all in the next video. And I hope that through taking y'all into my personal life and taking y'all through me, I'm also able to be a teacher. Again, I'm only 18. I don't have a PhD in any of this. I'm not certified to teach. I'm just saying what I know, what I have observed, and what I believe, and what I have studied. And if you disagree, and like I said, if you disagree, it's totally fine. And if you would like to share your disagreement, it's fine. I would love to see a constructive argument against me if you can form it. I really do love when people play devil's advocate, because it widens my point of view, and it can probably even teach me things while I'm teaching y'all. So that is the direction I'm going to take this channel on, is also teaching. I'm going to try to teach as well as entertain, and I hope that I do a good job at it, and I hope that I reach people in my lessons. Anyway, so again, that's all for today's video, and yes, these videos will be longer than most. I know they used to be only 5 or 7 minute videos, but now, yeah, I think 20 is pretty well for a good lesson, because my aim is to reach out to people and teach them something, teach them new, widen their mindsets. So that is the direction that I'm taking this channel. So thank you all for watching, and like I said, I will see you all in the next video.